Thanks for joining us on American Medicine Today. I'm Kimberly Brumell, joined by my friends Ethan Euchre.
Glad to be here.
And Jeffrey Wagstaff.
Hello.
Now, new parents often wonder how they can best strengthen their child's immune system early in life. And joining us right now is Dr. ClaireArrieta, and she's author of Let Them Eat Dirt.
I love it.
Saving your child from an over-sanitized world. Thanks for being here, Dr. Arrieta.
Oh, thank you for having me.
You know what really drew me to this book was just the title, because it really encapsulates my father's parenting style. It was always kind of like, I won't kill him, just let him do it. You know, if he wants to eat dirt, go ahead. He wants to stick a knife in the socket, go ahead. It's not going to kill him.
Nothing like reading something that sort of reinforces your parenting habits, right?
Exactly. And my dad always said that it's good for the immune system to get some of those germs and things into your body.
I don't know about the microbes and the knives and the socket, but yeah, he was right.
So where do we ever come up with this antibacterial soap and your kids have to live in a sterile environment, put them in a bubble? Where did all this come from?
It ruins the microbiome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know what? In a way, it's our own fault as scientists, because since we started studying microbes, we mainly focused on the ones that cause diseases, right? So we gave them a bad rep. So in a way, it's a little bit of our fault. But no one really knew until really recently, and we're talking about 5 to 10 years, about the crucial health-promoting roles that our microbes have in us. These scientists didn't know, right? So because of this, most people, for them, the word microbe is pretty much the same as disease. We avoid all germs, and it's almost our innate nature to get rid of them. We're all taught to do that.
Right. The cleaner, the better.
Yeah, that's what we what we think. But we've been talking a lot on the show about the microbiome and are just starting to realize how important that is. And you say in your book, Dr. Arrieta, that it actually can start at conception. Oh. Trying to build that microbiome.
Yeah. So basically, when we're inside of our mother's womb, we're sterile. We do not have any microbes. However, the microbes in our mother's gut, they produce a ton of substances and compounds that are in her bloodstream, and they affect the fetal development. In particular, it's known that they affect the immune development of the fetus. So that's one way that it can affect. But another fascinating thing that we're learning is that the microbiome of the mom changes as she increases weight during the pregnancy. And this is really neat. In the third trimester, when women, we get fairly large, our microbiome changes so that we gain weight, you know, at the time that we need the baby to grow and at the time that we need to save some calories for the breast milk and so on. And microbes help doing all these things. But the issue is that if we gain a lot of weight towards the end of pregnancy, we harvest some microbes that are just too good at making us gaining weight. And we can inherit or transfer those microbes to our babies when they're born. And there's very strong science telling us that because of those really good microbes for gaining weight, we can give them a higher risk to become obese later on. And this is after controlling for things like, you know, the mother's weight and the diet and things that we already know that will affect a kid's risk to become obese later on. But the microbes in the mother during pregnancy also come and take a part into this equation.
Forgive me if this isn't your area of expertise, but do we see that more in women that get gestational diabetes or get diabetes that sticks with them for the rest of their lives?
There is an association between the weight gain and gestational diabetes later on, yes. And those women would be at a much higher risk, not just gaining weight, but harvesting some of these microbes. Yeah.
Okay.
Dr. Arrieta, is based on what your earlier statement about the nutrition and what's in the mother's gut late in the pregnancy, would then probiotics be a positive to take for a woman in her final trimester to benefit the child?
Yes, but not necessarily for that reason. So if you're increasing your weight a lot, probiotics are not going to prevent these particular obesogenic, we call it obesogenic microbes from taking, you know, camp in your gut. What probiotics are really good for, and this is another thing about the microbiome during pregnancy, is for your vaginal microbiome. So if you think about it, when babies are born, they're going to go through the vaginal canal, and that's going to be the first source of their microbes in life. Like the first bath of microbes comes from there. And there is an unbalanced vaginal microbiome. The baby's not going to get the best type of microbes coming from that source.
Okay.
And it's been shown that if you take probiotic during pregnancy, that helps to balance the vaginal microbiome.
So that could help.
Now, very quickly, Dr. Arrieta, you also hit upon a few different parenting decisions in your book, like should I have a pet? Should I give my child antibiotics? Should I let him play with my friend down the street who is sick? What are the answers to some of those questions?
Well, the dog answer, yeah. I mean, of course, this shouldn't be a reason to get a dog. You should be a responsible dog owner. But yeah, interesting is that a dog, but not a cat, will decrease the risk of a kid developing allergies and asthma. And really interesting scientific work showed that this is because the microbes that dogs bring into your home, so they're literally bringing the outdoors into your home, and that's helpful. In regards to whether your kid should play with a kid that is sick, there isn't like a black or white answer there, because even though we should promote what we call a healthy exposure to microbes because that drives health, we shouldn't really be exposing our kids to disease-causing microbes because it's been shown that that does not drive health. It does the exact opposite. At the same time, kids getting sick with a common cold, that's just part of normal childhood. If you try to avoid that kind of exposure, you would have to put your kids in a bubble. So if you're just trying to prevent that at all times, you would most likely end up preventing just all microbial exposure in general. So no, you shouldn't be giving your kids chicken pox on purpose, but it'll be really hard to prevent them from getting a cold from another kid, especially now when they're in school, right?
Yes,
Exactly.
Good advice. Dr. Marie-Claire author of Let Them Eat Dirt, Saving Your Child from an Over-Sanitized World.
More information can be found at letthemeatdirt.com. Thanks, doctor.
Thank you for having me.
Some good advice.
Very interesting segment.
Yep.
I swear to God, my father, he used to say, to this day, I talked to him like a month ago, and he goes, people talk about how everything has to be clean. He goes, I'll wipe down the table, and then I'll drink the juice from the washcloth. I mean, he's being crazy, but
Papa Euchre.
he would never actually do that.
Euchre.
But,
No way.
but that's his mentality, like the more disgusting things he ingests in his
That's
body,
just guy talk with his son.
healthier he's
I can hear Ethan having that with his future
boy.
son someday.
Go ahead and eat that dirt.